Getting into this episode of GH. This episode was a hot ass mess. I don't know what's up with this dialogue lately, but it this dialogue is leaves a lot to be freaking desired. First and foremost, Josslyn. I'm tired. I'm tired of Josslyn. I'm tired. I can't with her. I cannot. All this whining that she do, all this meddling in people business, I'm just over it. It's like she treats Dex like he's a child, like he doesn't have a brain of his own or something. Like she just really emasculates him. Like it just does not feel like he's a grown man. The way that she advocates for him all the time, like he's not a big boy. She did it with Sonny. Like even when he was working with Sonny, she kept going to Sonny, begging him to turn Dex away. And Sonny told her, like, listen, Dex is a grown man. If he don't want to work for me or don't want to have no dealings, he needs to come tell me that, and I'll let him go. It's just she does not listen when people tell her things. It's like she hears what she wants to hear. And her going to Anna, I just feel like if I was Dex and I heard that she went to Anna, I would feel so embarrassed if I was him. I would be very embarrassed. It reminded me so much of Everybody Loves Raymond. When Marie, you remember Marie Barone, for anybody who watched Everybody Loves Raymond, y'all know what I'm talking about. Um, Remember when Marie didn't like the fact that that Robert was a cop, her son? And when she found out that he was going for an interview with the FBI, she sabotaged the interview by sending him a letter. She sent them a whole letter. Just, it was embarrassing. And he ended up not even getting the damn job. I don't even think he got the job. Like, that was him. He was so embarrassed. And that's what that felt like when Josslyn went to go to Anna. It was embarrassing. And her running her big ass mouth about how Sonny had Kate's beat up and stuff. Oh, anybody could put two and two together. Josslyn, that's not the point. It's not about what you think you know. It's about what you can prove. You don't have proof that Sonny had anything to do with that. So stop running your mouth. Like you're just putting an even bigger target on Dex's back. And for her to sit there and tell Anna, well, when you have to, do his funeral or whatever, we both know that, you could have did something to stop this. Don't hand me that flag or whatever. First of all, ma'am, who's going to hand you the flag? You're not even his family. You're his ex-girlfriend. Like, Josslyn really need to go sit down somewhere. Like, honestly, she really does. She sounds like a broken-ass record. Please go sit down. Anna was getting on my nerves, too, because her little conversation with Molly was so annoying. Who the hell do Anna think she is? Like, you don't have no authority to assign cases in the DA's office. She has no authority over the district attorney's office whatsoever. And I love how Molly kept bringing it up to her that her prosecuting Sonny is a huge conflict of interest. It is. Hell, her even prosecuting Jason at the hearing, that was a conflict of interest, even though they're not technically related, but they were at one point when he was married to her sister. Is a conflict. You have to get another ADA or Robert to do it. And for one, it's not even up to Anna to assign cases. That's up to Robert. It's up to Robert and the judge. If the judge comes in and feels like, you know what, because of y'all relationship, it's a conflict, you got to recuse yourself. And I'm glad Molly let her know that she would recuse herself. Anna has no authority to have any say. And my whole thing is, at this point, why is Anna waiting to charge Sonny with what happened to Cyrus? Why is she sitting on that? The DA's office already got the statements, and Molly looked it over and said they got a pretty solid case against them. So at that point, once evidence is handed to the DA's office, I do believe it should be up to the DA's office at that point to file charges and serve the arrest warrant and give it to, the police department and make them serve it out. I think at this point, once you hand it over to the DA's office, it should be out of Anna's hands at this point. So I don't know why Anna told me, oh, I'm not ready to move forward yet. What are you waiting for? And my whole thing is, it's so funny how Anna's sitting there talking about, oh, she felt like Sonny done went too far. So beating Cyrus's ass is going too far? So what Cyrus has done in that town isn't going too far? Are you serious? So this man almost had a whole family taken out. The mayor got shot. And that's not taking it too far. But Sonny whooping his ass is too far. That is so ridiculous. I'm like, what am I watching here? What am I watching? Because this is dreadful. Um, the whole dialogue was just terrible. Um, and my whole thing is too, I'm like, Robert, when he gets wind of this, I feel like another ADA need to take this case because this is a walking conflict of interest, and Anna don't even understand the mess that she's creating. Not only is Molly Sonny's niece, but his daughter is her sister, and her sister is carrying her baby. Now, if you go into a courtroom or something and tell the judge all that information, I'm pretty sure he's gonna force y'all to go to Jerry Springer, rest in peace, or a show similar to Jerry Springer, because that Lord knows that needs to be in the talk show. Um, like everything I just said about their family connection needs to be on the talk show. It need to be on Ricky Lake. Somebody need to bring back Ricky Lake, cause or Jenny Jones or Sally Jesse Raphael. Bring one of them old school talk shows back, cause all this shit need to be up there with all this mess. But yeah, I don't blame Molly because I wouldn't prosecute that mess anyway. Yeah, that's all it is, mess. I'm here for mess, but it's like that's a little too messy. I'm like, it's just a walking conflict. Um, Anyway, moving on from that, I really do hope that at some point Jason gets some scenes with Monica. I really do, because since he mentioned her today, I really want him to have a scene with her. Um, I ain't gonna lie. I said before, I do like the loyalty that Carly and Jason have for each other. I admire loyalty in friendships. I feel like Jason is too loyal sometimes. Like you loyal to a fault sometimes. Um, Not that Carly always asks him for help all the time, but I really wanted the dynamic when Jason came back to be different. That's why I wasn't too happy about him coming back. Cause I felt like it was gonna be more of the same. I don't like that he has to fix all of Carly's problems. I don't like it. Even if she don't ask him to. It's like still he shouldn't be offering all the time. Cause God knows, like I got friends and stuff like that. You know, I come to them with a problem, but I don't come to them with my problem to solve for me. You know what I'm saying? It's just me venting. You know what I'm saying? They give me their advice or whatever, but it's my problem to solve. Like, you know, I'm just not keen on friends always solving their friends' problems. Like, yeah, it's cool to help out a friend here and there, but damn, like every time they come to you, every time with an issue, you got to be the fixer. I don't like it. And I feel like Jason needs to stop fixing all her damn problems. Like even with the city official that came, here he goes stepping in trying to help and fix that problem. Now here you go signing the hotel back over to her, and it was ridiculous because she talking about like Jason was like, "Do you really think you would have lost your half of the hotel if I was still here?" She gonna say no, probably not, because Jason would have talked her out of it. Because Jason's like one of the only people she listened to. Because Lord knows when Drew and Michael told her not to invest, she didn't listen. Um, I had a feeling Carly was going to get that hotel back, but I was really hoping for a different outcome. Like I was hoping at some point she would have found a way to get it back her damn self, not without a man's help, but herself. You know, and I feel like they're regressing this character. I feel like every character is basically being regressed at this point. Um, like all the progress that was made with some of these characters have been lost, which is not good. It's like going back to the drawing board. Like now we back at square one with everybody, which is sad, especially at those ages. Um, and I'm not even surprised, you know, that Sonny went off the way that he went off about finding out that she got the hotel back. And Nina really is delulu. Like Nina is so delusional. Nina really sat there all excited to sign those papers because she listened to Ava, thinking that, oh, if I sign the papers, oh, I'm gonna get Sonny back. No. And I'm glad that when Sonny confronted Carly, Ava, not Ava, but Nina walked in and saw that. And I love the facial expression of Nina when she heard what Sonny had to say and called her a traitor. I loved it. I loved it. Burst her low bubble. I'm like, you did all that for nothing. Sold your half of the hotel for nothing. Even though she didn't really care to own half of it, but still, you did it for nothing. Better. I mean, the only happy part about all of this is that she made a pretty nice profit off of selling it. You know, that's the comfort at least. Even though she didn't need the money, it's like shit. It's always nice to get some more money, even if you already got plenty of it. Um, I live by a certain motto: life is better when you got lots of cheddar. Um, but yeah, I think she needed to hear that because she really lived in that little delusional bubble. And I love the look that she gave Ava because at the end of the day, she needed to come to the realization that Ava played you. Ava played you hard. You got royally played. by a woman with bangs. You got played. But anyway, Sonny need to up his dosage. Like I'm baffled that Sonny does not realize that his dosage is not where it should be. Like I'm baffled by that, because how you take pills and don't realize that your dosage is off. Like I would think somebody who take medication would know when it's not working. You know what I'm saying? Because you especially if you taking it for a long time, you know how it should make you feel, and you're not feeling that way, then you should know it's been messed with or it's not right. And the fact that Sonny's not picking up on that, I'm like, sir, your dosage ain't right. Like he's just going off on a whole tangent. Like, oh, this one's a traitor. Oh, I can't trust this one. And he really think that Jason and Carly have been in cahoots with each other all this time. If they've been in cahoots with each other all the time and working against him, don't he think he would have been taken out a long time ago? Like Jason has literally put his whole life on hold for years, decades to protect Sonny and his family. Does that sound like somebody that want to take you out? Because I'm pretty sure if he wanted to take Sonny out, he could have did that shit 20 plus years ago. Why now? It just don't make sense. I am glad that Sonny realized that shit changed when he came back from Nixon Falls, because it wasn't just Jason and Carly that changed. It wasn't just their dynamic that changed. Sonny needs to own the fact that he changed too. Like he's not the same as he once was prior to Nixon Falls. Like he's changed. And maybe some might see it for the better, some might not have seen it for the better, but he's changed. Now that the new writer's taken over, he's regressed. Uh, but yeah, it's like him flipping out on everybody and not trusting everybody. It's like, you need to go get them pills looked at. And for him to sit there and look at Ava like she's God sent, I'm like, yeah, your pills really ain't working, bro. Like, them pills is fucking your head up, because you sitting over here relying on Ava every day. Ava, of all people. And Ava was sitting there playing devil's advocate, like trying to, make sense of what everybody else is doing and stuff. And Sonny wasn't here for it, because he didn't like that she was defending people. Because the way Sonny talking right now, it just sounded to me like he's not, it's like he has no problem with doing something about Michael, Carly, and Jason at this point. That's the way it seemed to me. Like when he was like, he could divorce Nina, but what does he do about the three of them? I'm like, oh, that sounds like a little threat. Like he ain't above taking them out if he got to. I'm like, Sonny, are we alluding that you might do something to them? I wouldn't care if he did, to be honest. Um, I wouldn't shed a tear. I've been saying he need to pop a cap in Michael little ass. But yeah, Sonny flipped his little lid. Like he need to get his shit together. Sam need to come get her child. She need to come get Danny, because everything about that boy telling me he idolized his daddy and he about to become the next him. And Sam need to come pull that boy and give him a stern ass whooping. I'm just saying, because him sneaking up in that room, how he get up in that room anyway without Carly and Jason noticing him? Like, did he sneak in through the back? They need to get them doors checked. Because he's sitting over there trying on his father jackets and stuff, like trying on the leather coat. And Jason walked in on, I wonder what was going through Jason's mind when he seen his son trying on his coat and stuff, like just idolizing him. I'm like, you sure that's a good thing? I would think Jason wouldn't want his son to be anything like him. Like, I'm just saying. So anyway, moving on from that. I don't blame Lois for not wanting Sonny to bring Ava to the party or whatever, to the wedding. But she need to let him know that, because she keep thinking Sonny got good sense to not bring Ava as a plus one. I'm like, yeah, Sonny has been relieved of all his senses right now. He's relieved. All his senses is gone. Because I definitely, the way that he carrying on with Ava at this point, you could definitely expect her to be the plus one at the wedding. I also enjoyed Lois and BLQ's conversation about, money and Bensonhurst and stuff, because I like that Lois didn't want her daughter raised around the Quartermain crazy. Like she wanted her daughter to see that other side of the family who are not rich, and I feel like that has made BLQ pretty well rounded, because I feel like BLQ has had the best of both worlds. She comes from money, but then on the opposite side, she don't care for it, because of what she's seen on her mom's side of the family and stuff. She has a deeper appreciation for working hard and not relying on the trust fund and stuff like that, or your famous last name, and I appreciate that, because I feel like BLQ became well rounded. Like, she's not some stuck up bougie princess that feels like she could just write a check for any and everything. She had the best of both worlds. So I appreciate that. And I like that Lois did that, because I feel like by doing that, it keeps the kid humble. It keeps them humble as they become adults and stuff, to continue just to work hard, even if you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do things that you love, but, you're not relying on no trust fund either. Like, you're not all sedity, and, the value of a dollar. So I love that Lois did that. I thought it was quite interesting. I can't wait to see what this bachelorette gonna be, this party gonna be like, because knowing Olivia and Lois, I feel like this party might be a hell of a lot better than Chase's little raggedy bachelor party. Um, but anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comments. Let me know what you all thought. Peace.